Hello and welcome back to Tripod Talk, the podcast where we talk all about films. While Sophie's yawning, we're going to be talking about films. My name's Matt Lidster. I'm not your host. To my right, we have...
Another non-host, Adele.
And to our left, well, my left, Adele's right, is our host of the show.
We're sat in a triangle.
We're sat in
Just
a
in case people
triangle.
are confused.
Sophie Ellis.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Hiya, how are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good. What have you been up to this week?
Working.
Working.
Nothing
like it.
interesting.
Dale?
Thanks.
How you
Nothing
doing?
At all. It's great. Start my job in September, so I'd fuck about till then.
Sorry for some.
Uh,
Well, what we should have been doing this week,
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
it's alright, was watching Big Hero 6, which I recommended last week. Did you watch it, Matt?
I did.
Did you? Did you really?
I did.
Yeah. What did
6
you think
months
of it,
ago.
Dill?
I liked it a lot. I'd probably it was a really fun film. I just really enjoyed kind of watching it. It was a nice kind of, it was almost kind of, it's kind of sad stuff happens, but it's happy enough throughout the film that it's not really
Yeah.
an issue. It's strange.
I absolutely love Baymax.
He's my favourite character in that, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't even mind as well, and usually I would mind when he suddenly became, do you know, right at the end when he suddenly was like hugged him and he was talking like a normal person.
Yeah.
That would normally like bother me because suddenly it's a human now. Don't fuck with the whole system you've built, but it kind of worked.
You
Yeah.
tell him.
The main thing that always stands out, you know, when he was on low battery and he acted drunk.
Yeah,
That is
I love
probably
that.
my favourite.
Yeah, I think the thing that made me laugh the most was when it was when he went like they were trying to get away the first time from that warehouse and he says, "I'm not fast."
Yeah. Oh, his little legs when he fell over and they were just sort of... Oh.
What I love about it is...
Well, the concept's cool. Like the San Francisco Tokyo thing they do. where
Yeah.
They, like put the two together. Like, that's kind of cool just to see. That's where like the you can tell the guy who made Toy Story kind of helped make it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's someone who knows all the fun you can have with animated stuff as opposed to having to do a real life thing.
Yeah.
So he's just taking advantage of it every way he can, even with the kind of mechanics of the way Baymax moves. Like everybody moves in like a real fun kind of
Yeah.
cartoony way. It's just everything's made to like make the most of the fact it's animated.
Yeah.
Like you can do really sad things or really awful things, and because it's in a cartoon, people don't really notice how awful it is.
Yeah.
People, like, animation doesn't get a lot of credit for, like, good storytelling, I feel.
No.
Like, if you compared, even though they're great stories, like Inside Out, compared to, I don't know why, this first thing came to my head was Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
But the critical acclaim for that compared to Inside Out is just like a completely different level, just because it's an animation.
I love in animation as well what they learn how to do. I don't know what the first film to do it was. It'd be interesting to think about, but when they can kind of aim jokes at adults that don't get in the kids' way,
Yeah.
and it just makes it a great experience for the adult as well. Like with John when they talk about puberty, and he's like, "You gotta
Grow
discover
hair."
hair on like your face," and then he goes like, "No, he cuts them off just in time." But that's a joke you see in Disney films all the time where they cut them off just before they say something adult.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a really fun way of keeping the parents invested. Like a lot of the times now, you're more likely to see like a 15 or 16-year-old there than you are like an 8 or 9-year-old
Yeah.
that become obsessed with them. So it is cool that they found a good level in between.
I think it's because they tackle such good subjects. Like obviously Big Hero 6 shows you that it's okay to grieve and to cry and deal with it that way. And have friends around you. And then with Inside Out, on Inside Out they move away from a family home.
Yeah.
And it just builds up and she feels like she's got no one and all these emotions are just like fighting over and she finally tells her parents that she's not okay and then
Yeah, and
they tell her that it's okay.
to be sad,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Well, most animation feel like that's the thing that, you know, it's got some sort of moral to tell.
And most Disney films is just Prince Charming, villain sort of stuff. You know, if you look at the fairy tale ones, so I feel like DreamWorks
if you look,
and Pixar
if you look at the
spout
fairy
out.
tale stuff, yeah, but the more recent stuff is definitely more aims towards that, like more Pixar stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting the way they deal with emotion as well. Like they've become really advanced with the way. So they first off did facial recognition stuff, but like how the cartoons tell you so much.
Yeah.
I keep saying cartoon. I don't know why, But then, like in The Simpsons, it's the thing that the Simpsons tactic for any background character, I think it's The Simpsons, it might be Family Guy or something, but just the way it translates across is that in The Simpsons, any background character or somebody who's not talking will just be completely still,
Yeah.
and your brain will kind of impose on them what you think they'd be reacting. But like, if you watch it, just kind of take a step back and
Yeah.
notice it.
They're
Because
just
I've read about it after I've been watching Simpsons for 10 years, like every day of my life pretty much. And I was just
That'd
like,
be
what are you
weird.
talking about? And then I actually paid attention. And they just sit there like motionless. Like in other things, you know, like characters go in loops. So like they'll reach for a glass or like they'll smile and lean and shit like that.
Yeah.
But in Simpsons, they just sit still and your brain just
no
kind of
way.
fits a face onto them. So I think it's cool the way like they play into the way you kind of take emotion in from like even in Aliens, like with Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
The way they make him kind of emote, going back to like R2D2 and shit, I suppose. But just like the way they can make not things without faces or normal speaking
Yeah.
kind of show emotions is cool. Wall-E, one line. Garou. There's a lot
yeah.
of stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of emotion in something pretty simple.
That's very profound.
Yeah. It's a lot deeper than that.
We just have to take a
I
second to
thought-
be like, oh shit.
They're underrated films. Like there's a
Yeah.
problem with normal cinema, I think, where they're trying to appeal to everybody and they don't get it right, and it just feels a bit kind of cliched or like talking down to the audience. But I
Yeah.
never really noticed that with animated films. Maybe it's because you can't really be talking down to an 8-year-old,
No.
so it seems natural. But also just they found the right sense of humour going across a couple of, like even Boss Baby, which isn't a great film. Like they just realised everybody finds farting and like just gooey, like disgusting kind of stuff
Stupid
funny.
humour. Yeah.
And it just plays for everyone. So you see like a 40-year-old sat with their 8-year-old and both laughing and a baby farting.
Yeah. there is a problem with animated films though, where if it becomes too popular, it'll blow up everywhere. Like Frozen,
Yeah.
Let It Go
Yeah,
was
I
everywhere.
think that was an overrated film, personally.
In comparison to say Tangled, definitely.
Yeah, Tangled. For me, Tangled was a much better film.
Not
Yeah.
seen
Frozen.
Tangled, so.
Tangled is amazing. But again, with Despicable Me, and then Minions had their own film,
Oh yeah.
and now there's Despicable Me 3 that's out now.
Even going back to stuff like Shrek. I mean, Shrek, was it 5 came out a couple of years
Yeah,
ago?
and then there was like this
I got stuck at 4.
Shrek scare, something to do with Halloween, and they've got like their own
Like short
Christmas
films,
bits, and
yeah.
yeah, I hate that.
Halloween was, to be fair, that was made a long time ago. Like, that was to do with, like, it was released quite late on, like, you know, not far ago. Not far away.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I remember going over to America, and that was the thing that they used for the 4D thing, and that was
Oh,
back in
really?
like 2003, 2005. So
Not 2004 though, no.
no, because I went in 2003 and 2004.
Yeah, I suppose so. But even with like Shrek the Third, was that one where they
That
had the
was
little
awful.
the kids? the
Justin
little
Timberlake.
Yeah.
locals? Was in that.
Yeah,
I never watched it. I refused.
I like Justin Timberlake. He's actually a decent actor, but
Yeah.
like for a singer who's gone into acting, he's actually pretty good.
I don't. Have you seen Trolls?
No.
He did the voice for the main guy in Trolls, and it's just like plugging all his music, and
Oh,
every
okay.
like 10 seconds is a different song, and he's singing "Can't Stop the Feeling," and it was just no,
Yeah, it's
it's
a
just
bit. You can tell it's a bit using.
yeah.
I don't know. I like when it gets into darker stuff. Like during the Iron Giant, I used to have
Yes.
to. I used to have to pause it, like, so my brother could leave the room for certain bits of it because it was a real scary film.
Yeah,
But it kind of does it. Those kind of films can teach a message in a way that it's harder to just say out loud to a kid.
yeah,
So it is kind of cool that way.
they are good. I mean, you didn't really want to watch Coraline.
No.
Have you seen Coraline?
It's mainly because I don't like that animation, personally.
Okay.
Type of animation. It's
Yeah,
so good.
well, I'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Well, Coraline sort of teaches you, because she didn't like her life when she moved house with her parents, and then this other world came to her, and she had a perfect mum, a perfect dad, a perfect life, but it came at a cost of her sewing buttons in her eyes. And it's shown that so many kids had done that just because they always wanted more, and it didn't matter what they had, they would always, like, they would never be 100% happy. And it was just such a deep film. I love that film. You should definitely give it a watch. I know you don't
I've
like
watched
the...
it with you.
You've not watched the entire way through.
I've watched most of it.
No, you've not. You've really
I have.
not. You definitely haven't. Same time I tried to get you to watch Thumbelina and you fell asleep like 20 minutes in.
Yeah, but you know.
What?
That
Have you
was
seen
sad.
Thumbelina?
No.
God, guy. Animation week and you're like,
It's
no.
not like
no.
something
Only the
expect
ones
us
that
to
you've
see.
seen.
Well, yeah, you're mid-20s guys. You must have seen Thumbelina.
Well, you must have
Early
after 3
20s.
years. You would have thought.
Take it back. Early 20s.
Mid-20s.
I'm 22,
Same.
I think.
So if you could think of an animation film that you don't like, what would it be?
Okay, well, even though I think they're good stories, for me personally, I really do not like all the classics, like Cinderella, Snow White,
The ones that
Like,
were made in like the 50s.
Little
or you mean?
Mermaid. Pretty much, yeah. Just mainly because I don't like the animation in it,
I
because
love
I
it.
don't like the aesthetic of the way that it looks on screen. That's why I much prefer stuff to like Pixar, you know, like what Pixar are doing with all the 3D animation stuff.
No way.
Like genuinely, I can watch them and be like, yeah, this is a good story and stuff, but it's just not visually appeasing to me. So
I had the video of Snow White, and at the end it's showing you how they made it, and like the little flip book and the sketches of all of them coming together in one of the scenes. That's one of my favourite things about the old ones. Just seeing them come together in that way.
yeah, sorry.
I think
To use
it
the
depends on how much they connected with you as a kid, because the reason you're enjoying that much is because they were really big to you as a kid. But I
Yeah.
can't imagine it wasn't really a part of you being a kid watching those
Not
kind of
really.
films.
I mean, the only one that kind of springs up in my mind that was like that was Tarzan.
I
But
remember that Tarzan.
yeah,
I just realised
That's
like
good.
I realised when I first started like reviewing, like, do you know when you look on IMDb for kids films
Yeah.
or films that you loved as a kid and then they're reviewed really poorly, and then you actually look at them like as an adult. So like Space Jam is one of my all-time favourite films. Like I've watched Space Jam literally hundreds of times. I made my brothers watch it. It's probably like one of the films I've watched the most. And I always thought of it as a masterpiece, but then I actually looked on the internet and the reviews are like, Michael Jordan doesn't know how to act, their stuff isn't transcribed, as in like some of the animation doesn't really work
Yeah.
across and stuff. But just because I'd first seen it as a kid and it hit such a chord with me, I couldn't like unsee it from what I'd seen it like as a kid.
Yeah.
That's why like I think it's like a lot of people, those films are good, like I don't know, maybe for like hungover or something, they're good like support films.
Yeah.
Whereas guys will rewatch. I think maybe that's like a gender thing a bit, but I imagine like guys will rewatch other films. Do you know, like when you rewatch a film to kind of, if you're in a mood just to rewatch a film?
Yeah.
I think that would be the kind of film a lot of people will watch
Yeah.
when they've like already connected with it as a kid. But if you didn't really watch them films as a kid, then they won't make sense to you as an adult.
No, I guess not.
So there you go. I'm just
Yeah,
explaining
different.
that.
Yeah, different childhoods.
yeah. What films do you not like?
Me.
Yeah,
Yep, you.
Ooh.
you. I'm looking at you.
Okay, well, I'll use that as an example. Space Jam. I only
Oh,
saw
dear.
part of, and I really don't like when
Across this
animate.
world.
Yeah, when it really just makes me feel weird. It just shouldn't happen. Stop it.
Oh, the tension in the room.
That
No, I can see it. I can see why.
I can't
If you're
really.
an
There's
adult.
not really that many. I couldn't get into.
So, I'm gonna diss your favorite film of all time, but anything else is alright.
It's because it crossed worlds, though. That's why.
I can see why that would annoy you. I
So
can't
you
think
don't-
of many I dislike. I never really got on board with the Jungle Book, but I don't really know why. I think it just didn't really connect with me.
Have you seen the new one? Like the live
No.
action? Well, kind of
Did
live
you?
action, mostly CGI. No, I've still not got around to watching it yet.
No, I did say about watching it at some point. I did like the original, but I think that's just because I did it as a school play. So I kind of had to like it because I had to rewatch it over and over.
Who are you?
Or 101
I
Dalmatians.
was right at the end, the girl that finds Mowgli and takes her off to the village. I had to do like this weird opera song, and I had like a red. So I had this beautiful pink dress. I had to walk down this aisle, singing,
How old are
looking
you?
at everyone.
18.
No, I was about 9.
Oh.
I had to grab this guy's hand and walk into this house. Look onward.
I had to do a dance to the song Car Wash in a production of The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. That was pretty great, not even gonna lie.
Have you got a video of it?
Oh, hell no, I didn't even invite my family. It kind of happened when I was like 10, and my mum and dad were like, didn't you think we'd want tickets? And I was like, I just didn't think you'd want to come. I'm like, fuck's sake, who we raised? Anyway, yeah, I can't think of any specifically I don't like.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not gonna go into
Some of the Shreks got a bit bad. Didn't really like 101 Dalmatians, but
No, I didn't. It's one of my dad's favourite films, but I never really got into that.
I
you
don't
mean.
think they like built enough curiosity in the viewer. Like maybe back in the day, it was they were less kind of. Now they're a bit manipulative in the way that like they'll tick a few boxes to make you like the character, and then they'll have bad stuff happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really bothered to do that there. They just assumed you'd like a guy who owned a lot of cats or whatever the hell happens.
Cats?
Not cats, dogs. I'm thinking about cats because we've just got cats, don't we? Have I told you?
No.
My housemate's just got a couple of kittens
Ah.
who've been looking after. So I'm
That's
thinking about
cute.
cats all the time.
Yeah, no, I can't actually think of any others. I feel like I'd like most animations unless, like, I like a lot of songs in animations, but when it's like chart songs, I can't handle that.
So that recent film they did called Sing with like
Yeah,
a
no,
bunch of people in it. You didn't get
Cannot.
on board with that.
I just no, none of that. I tried to watch Storks, and I tried to watch that Baby Boss Baby.
Hey, Boss Baby.
Yeah, I got like 10 minutes into both, and I was just like, no, I don't
Boss
know.
Baby's like a one joke film. So
Yeah,
it's kind of Alec Baldwin being a baby with his voice is funny.
yeah.
And then just babies having butts apparently is really funny. Like I've never seen so many cartoon baby asses in my life. Thankfully.
So, yeah.
There's one like every 3.5 minutes they try and get a laugh from just a baby's bare butt. It's just a bit
Oh.
It's like really boring and lazy humour, I think.
yeah,
If it relies too much on that.
it wasn't a great film.
I
It was
can
alright,
imagine there's a few that you don't like, though, isn't there? You just sat there quietly, like, I'm not going to list
Well, he said he
everything that
doesn't
I
like
dislike.
any of them so far. Like any classic ones.
You-
Well, no, I
no.
like.
What about Aladdin?
Yeah.
No, Aladdin, they wanted to give it a Oscar nomination for best screen. What do you call it? The screenplay.
Screenplay.
Obviously.
Really?
But they couldn't do it because Robin Williams like improvised too much of his lines, so
Yeah.
it went below the percentage of like recorded lines to be a legitimate screenplay.
No way.
Yeah.
I know, it's cool though.
Yeah.
They were just like Rob. They just told him to kind of go off on one, and this little hairy cokehead went mental.
Yeah. He was very good.
It's good in that film, yeah.
Mm.
Joke
Even
thief.
though I'm not. I'm sorry?
He used to steal loads of comedians' jokes. He had like a reputation for it, but people kind of let him off because he said he just got excited with ideas and he didn't realise he was stealing someone's stuff. But it happened enough that it was pretty obvious.
I never noticed.
May he rest in peace.
Yep.
What other films do I know that you are a fan of some, like when we went through and I've shown you quite a few.
What, to the more recent stuff?
Like Zootopia and...
Yeah, Zootopia was great. I went through
We-
a period of watching that over and over.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen Zootopia.
And that was just like a year ago, year and a half.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh,
Ah.
damn it.
The thing is, because I watched enough with my little brothers, I'd always watch all the animated films with them, so I never had to watch them myself.
Okay.
But now I'm not at home. I'm not they just kind of pass me by, don't they?
It is really good, though. It's the tackle racism through
Oh, yeah.
animals and...
See, that's another like a moral sort of thing where
Allegory.
animation uses it as that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cracking film.
It's so clever, and the way that it ties in, like, you can watch it 3 or 4 times and still notice other little things.
Mm.
We had the
That's cool.
soundtrack in our headphones, didn't we?
Yeah.
Shakira. God damn it.
No, don't sing it. Dear
that was a really good film. And then we watched, like, Inside Out, which, again,
Mm.
is so clever to do with all the emotions.
And Wreck-It Ralph.
And
Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph's
Ralph.
a great film.
Yes.
That's a very good film.
I've remembered a film I don't like.
Oh, okay.
B-movie. I
Oh,
did
yeah.
like it first time.
Is this
but
when it became like a meme?
No,
Oh.
I didn't like it before that 'cause it just freaks me out that she dumped a boyfriend for a bee. Like,
I don't like Bug's Life particularly, and I watched it a few times.
no, I had a load of toys from that, but I don't remember liking
Yeah,
it.
like Ants as well.
Yeah, no, I didn't get into ants.
More of a Toy Story, Incredibles.
Maybe
Maybe
my
Nemo
just,
sort
like,
of guy.
my childish head just kind of was like, that's just the order of the nature. If you're the little ant, you're gonna get eaten by the big ant.
Yeah.
Deal with it, little ant.
Yeah. So-
Like I super wasn't on board with their whole plight. I was just like, food chain, sorry.
I don't like Meet the Robinsons or The Incredibles either.
You don't like The Incredibles?
No.
See, that was one of my.
Everyone loves that, and I
Yeah.
just could not get into it.
I
for
think
the
that
life
might
of
be
me.
more of a. I think that might be more of a kind of guys like film though.
Maybe.
Not that
Maybe, yeah.
It feels like I keep trying to delineate it that way, but I don't think I am. I think just a lot of guys
No.
like Mr. Incredible's cool. The kid's cool. Obviously, like the baby that does everything. Everybody's gonna like that. I think
Wasn't the sequel supposed to come out this year?
It is
Yeah,
supposed to, because
it's-
apparently Jack's got like every single power available. Like they've released some
Jesus.
footage to it.
Yeah, I was reading into that while I was doing stuff for the animation. It's still supposed to be at the end of this year.
Oh wow! I
Yeah.
thought they would have gone for a summer blockbuster.
Jason Lee's a
but-
great villain in that as well. If you think do you remember the bad guy? Like
Oh,
he's,
Syndrome.
yeah, like he's someone who doesn't usually play bad guys, but he's really good at it. He played the devil in Dogma.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that film.
Yeah.
But no, Syndrome's a great character just in himself, just because of his motives.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
his origin makes sense, doesn't it?
Mm.
So what's your favourite animated film then?
My favourite. Oh dear. oh, it's. Oh, I don't know. It's got to be at least in the top 10. I'm not gonna
Oh,
go through
God.
them all, but like
You can have 3.
shit, because like Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are also good. So it's like
All
Any
so
one
say
of them.
The Toy Story series.
well, does that count as the
yeah,
Toy
you
Story?
can say that. You
Yeah,
could have done
just-
that a minute
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Zootopia, another
Yeah.
favourite of mine, as well as
Hmm.
Finding Nemo, Tangled.
Finding Nemo is one of your favourites.
Yeah,
Really?
that
I
resonated
wouldn't
with
have
me
that.
as a kid.
You honestly, because when I watch animated films, it ruins it if I know the actor that's done the voice.
Oh,
So
does
I
it?
try
Do you
and
not like
like
it?
no, I try and
See,
remove
I start
myself.
listening for it immediately. It's part of the fun
He
for
does.
me.
I hate it, like
I
because
love
I
it.
can't
The
help
game.
but see them. So when he told me that Dory was Ellen,
Yeah.
I was like,
How did you not know that immediately?
because
yeah.
I just completely switch off. So when we watched
So
Finding
you
Dory,
just
I was
thought it
like,
was a real fish's voice.
no, but I just thought it was an actress that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know Tom Hanks.
was
was Woody.
Oh, wow.
But he's got one of the most distinctive
Distinctive.
voices in the
But
world.
that's what I mean. I completely shut it out.
Alright,
I
I see.
hate
So
it.
you just in your head, the animation world and the human world are two
Yeah,
separate
that's why I
things.
don't like them
And no-
crossing over in films.
Okay, yeah, so you just have some weird compulsion about it.
I just don't like seeing them. That's why, although the only one is Eddie Murphy, Donkey, and Thingy and Mulan.
That's Eddie Murphy.
You can't not.
Yeah.
But anyone else, I really try and remove myself. Otherwise,
That'd be interesting, like who's got the most distinctive voice in cinema? Because Eddie Murphy's got to be up there, like Anthony Hopkins,
Yeah,
people
and
would like-
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's
Yeah,
probably the
Morgan
one actually,
Freeman,
isn't it?
maybe.
Clint Eastwood,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's a good one,
I don't think I'd recognise his voice.
right?
I don't think I've
Not
seen
the
him in a
Taken
film.
speech. You
You
don't.
I've never
you,
seen Taken.
you don't know the speech though. I feel like children are born now knowing the speech.
Uh, I will find you.
Yeah.
One. Yeah, no, I've not heard him say. I've just heard the quote.
Bloody hell. No, I'm sorry, I really want to answer who's got the most distinctive voice in Hollywood.
I know it's
Oh,
interesting.
God.
It's probably Morgan
Patrick
Freeman.
Stewart?
It's probably Morgan Freeman to be honest.
Patrick Stewart.
I think Morgan Freeman's got his own. Like
Ian
everybody wants
McKellen? I'm just trying to come up with different
to- Christopher
people,
Walken.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate his voice.
Oh,
I
he's
love Christopher
great.
Walken.
He freaks me out. His voice really freaks. Have you seen him in
Crazy.
Hairspray? Don't get me started.
No, I haven't seen him in Hairspray.
Oh God.
Nicolas Cage?
No.
No,
Maybe just more for his acting and
His
sporadic.
face.
just being generally crazy. Yeah.
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 Just in terms of my favorites, I guess, just to like quickly go through them. I guess the old school ones are like Aladdin.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about animation.
Yeah, let's go back to Dills now.
Yeah.
I like
Sorry,
it.
mate.
Because I knew you were like going on a real rabbit hole with that. Need to pull him out of this. What did I just say? Aladdin.
Aladdin.
I like the Iron Giant kid, but I still think my favorite one might be Lilo and Stitch. That was just had a real like. It kind of gives you a familiarity with the world you've got no idea about really quickly. Like,
Yeah.
suddenly you're totally in with the whole Hawaiian culture going on.
Yeah.
And then like just the way the aliens all have kind of very distinctive, but they fit with human personality. Like you can see them as people in a way because beyond being an alien, their personalities are so kind of strongly set out.
Yeah.
Like I just really like the way all the characters are in that film.
I totally relate to Lilo. You know when she's in like a mood and then her sister looks through the letterbox and she's just laying on the floor singing to her. It's like that is definitely something I'd do.
Yeah.
See, I feel really bad because, like, whenever someone says Lilo and Stitch, I always forget which one's Lilo and which one's Stitch.
Stitch is the
Stitch,
alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think of him
I
saying
just
his
like
own name.
Lilo's a really she's a really good
Look.
character. Even the sister, like the fact that they're on their own. Again, why these all come out of something really sad? These kind of films. And
I
she's
know,
like planning
yeah.
for her mom. There's always a tragedy in animation films.
That's what annoyed me. You know when they said about Frozen being the first animated film about sisterly love, and it's like, well, Lilo and Stitch
Yeah.
is about her
And
bringing up
I
her
would
sister.
say definitely a better real like
Yeah.
way of dealing with a relationship is that film. Like, that's
It's so much more realistic.
it really is, yeah. It's actually like such a good film in itself.
It is, yeah. Have you seen it all the way through?
Probably not.
Oh, it's very good.
They just get real complex relationships between the characters across really like and Stitch being an alien like goes through an emotional journey that like you can fully make sense in the way everything's done.
Yeah.
It's just really well made as a film. So yeah, that's probably my favourite overall. But then like Wall-E's somewhere up there as well. I like Wall-E.
I like Wall-E. I like Up as well.
I'm not
Up
seeing
is good. You've not seen Up?
No.
Oh, that is an emotional roller coaster for me.
Yeah, I know the whole first 10 minutes thing, so I didn't bother.
Oh yeah, that is. Okay,
You can
to be
still
fair.
know it, but
I don't know what
watching
happens,
it...
but I mean, like, I know it makes people cry.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no. It is... I'd cry. I mean, I cry everything, so I don't really
Yeah.
like to me to say that. So if you both had to come to a decision, what the worst animated film between you? If you had to agree on one.
The worst.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hard.
Because
It'd be
obviously...
something I have even like we have even like just something
Yeah.
genuinely bad. Maybe
Because I feel
Bean.
like we've probably just seen all the good ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And there's
if
a
you
lot
just
I
liked
don't
off
see.
of you.
I still think they're good stories. It's just I don't like them, especially in comparison to like the way that they look in comparison to like the new ones.
I've never liked Snow White. It's a bit like okay, she's just gonna wait around until somebody saves her type thing for the entire film. Like she's super passive as a character, and I just didn't like the way you did. Like have her go and do something for herself. She just
She cooks
immediately.
and cleaned for everyone, though.
Yeah,
She
but
made
exactly.
banging soup.
But that's not a good thing.
That's not a woman's role.
Wait, when
Wait.
did I say that?
I think we both just feminist you there.
Yeah, what?
No, it's
No,
just
I'm
like
just
that's
saying, like,
supposed
she
to be
could have
like,
done
especially
more.
when she's such a passive character and stuff, and that's supposed to be like she is one of the princesses that people look up to, and that's her role
It's a bit of
as
a
a
dated
character.
message for girls, I guess.
No, but they're not saying you stay at home and you cook and clean.
But they're
Well,
just
they're
saying,
just saying
you're
wait
gonna have to
for
wait for a
someone-
guy to come and fix your
Yeah,
problems.
exactly.
Not really.
Not that I remember it, but I just remember like she's waiting for Prince Charming the whole time. She gets the dwarves to look after her.
No, no, that's definitely not what happened.
Am I thinking of the
No,
right film?
right.
No,
She was
that's
singing in a
fair.
well, and she saw the prince, and he was gonna come back, right? Because I remember, because she was singing to these doves, right? And then
Yes, fam. Yeah, doves and everything. Yeah.
And then she was going about her business, and she was staying there because she had to run away because someone was trying to kill her. So, excuse me, mate, if she wanted to hide in a house. They didn't look after her, she looked after them, and then she got poisoned.
Oh, why should she have to look after them?
She gets poisoned, doesn't she? Is that
Yeah,
like an
she gets
apple?
poisoned, and then it's not as if she's waiting about for him. She's technically dead until he comes along anyway.
So maybe that's the message. Like, woman's life is dead until a man comes along.
Shut up.
We're just having fun.
I hope that you have quite a few. How many characters did you think about for a draft just in
I've
advance?
got a good number. Like,
I've got at least 8.
yeah, like I've
8.
got double digits.
Yeah, and I've got a little curveball on one of them, which is going to be fun.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Are we doing the draft then?
That sounds like a nice little segue into the draft, I think.
I can't find a way to word it. I was going to do. We're just going to go with this one. What I was going to do was put you in the position of Snow White and see who you'd have as your dwarfs.
7.
That's how I am.
You are your
Bloody
play.
hell.
Okay.
We just ripped into Snow White, though.
Why didn't you say it's like Big Hero 6 and we're picking the 3 friends we want to... I don't know.
The 5
Because that's
friends.
not-
Is there
and
5
it's
of them?
Big
Yeah,
Hero
it's
6.
Oh, yeah. I knew that
Come
during,
on.
but some of them are very... don't add anything to the plot.
Yeah, true.
They're just there for the sake of being there. Like they've got a Latina one. Fine.
Yeah.
Hold up. You say there's 5 friends?
And Baymax. And
No, there would have been 4
4
because
friends.
Baymax
Well,
would have been
Baymax a
one of them.
mate. Baymax a proper lad.
Come on, what's the draft we're doing?
You wake up and you find that you're stuck in an arcade machine. You've been given the chance to make a game popular enough to keep it alive, otherwise the plug will be pulled. You now have to decide on what type of game that you want to create and which 4 characters you would love to be part of your game and why.
Oh, so
Ooh,
we're going
type
a
of
little bit.
game.
So
as
kind of
well.
Wreck-It Ralph
Yeah.
style.
Rock, paper, scissors for who goes first?
Alright then. Rock, paper, scissors, fuck. Oh.
And
Rock, paper, scissors, fuck. Ah.
Just really quickly.
Wait, that means I want to go first or second?
You can
I want
pick
to
if
go.
you want.
Okay.
Just before you start, do any of you want to explain what the draft is? Because we didn't really.
We'll let you, because
Oh, you
you're
can
the
pick it.
host.
Come on, host.
Okay, well, the draft is where each week I give the boys a scenario.
Boys.
Boys. Didn't even have
When
to
it's
look.
under the genre of animation this week, I'll give them a scenario. They have to pick 3 or 4 characters and defend why their team is better.
Alright, so my game, I've decided it's going to be some kind of, it's like an arcade game. It's going to be like a walkabout mystery type thing, but so like you walk around a locked house and you try to find out who did a murder, like Cluedo style
Okay.
on the game. And I'm thinking, one character I'm going to want to have is, I'm going to take the genie from Aladdin. He's going to be used as he's almost going to be like a feature in the game. So like every level you get 3 wishes or something like that.
Okay.
And you can use him when you're stuck. So that's just adding levels to the game already.
You've so lost this.
Oh, dear.
I know, it's pretty good, isn't it? Who else do I want? I'm going to take Shifu from Kung Fu Panda. He's wisdom, he can fight, he's little and funny as well, so he's a bit of comic relief. And who do I want as the central character? I'm gonna take Buzz Lightyear, just because he's massively popular. He's got some toy powers. He can fly around and shit. I don't know. He's very resourceful as well. So I can use him as well.
And if you had a
And a
backup
fourth
character,
yeah. All right, cool. Because I don't really like Buzz Lightyear. Let's pretend I didn't do that. I'm gonna take. See, everyone I'm thinking about is like a comic relief character, but I need like a central, like serious character to go along with. I'm gonna have as the central character, it's his mission. It's Bugs Bunny, and he's avenging Daffy Duck's death. That's the whole thing in the game. Daffy Duck dies.
Oh no!
Bugs Bunny assembles this team, and he's in like the house where Daffy Duck died, and he works it out.
This
Oh,
sounds
very
like
cool.
a mint game.
Genuinely, I'm super on board with this game.
Oh no!
You definitely can't follow
So
that
there's
up.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. Can you think of a name for it?
Oh, for my team,
Or bonus
Don't
point.
know for the game.
for the game.
Whoever has the best name can get an extra point.
All right.
Like it could be.
Do I have to come up with it now?
No, after Matt's done his, and
Okay,
then
cool.
you can do it, and then you have one.
I'm coming up
Okay.
with puns, so be ready.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have a great game. My game is basically going to be a Mortal Kombat style game.
I like that.
So
Ooh.
it's
I
all
like that.
these different characters facing off against each other. So you've got to have various different types of characters considering the abilities and what they can do.
Okay.
So first, we're going to have Baymax.
Yeah.
And he's going to be more of your kind of healing character. So if he takes a lot of hits, he can heal himself up much better than the rest of the characters.
Oh.
So within that... Oh, yeah? Question?
No,
Question?
not a question. I thought of there's a good thing that he could have had with that, but I'll.
Oh, yeah, Super Punch. Bang.
Wasn't just think. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay, next character. You got to have someone who's very high up in the strength category who can use special flame on power, and that's going to be Anger from Inside Out, who can
Ooh.
use his strength to his advantage and then go into a hyper rage mode. We're going to have Randall from Monsters Inc. He's a camouflage character, so he can take like less damage, he can make himself invisible, stuff like that. So then, like, that's his superpower with that. And then, I'm going to use my curveball because it is technically a different variation on the character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Buzz Lightyear, but it's from Buzz Lightyear Star Command. The
The
animation.
actual game within.
No, it was a direct to DVD video. It was back in the day,
Jeez.
and it was when Buzz Lightyear was Star Command. So it was the actual story of him against Zurg and all these different planets and stuff like that. So he's much hyped up in terms of powers.
He's more of an action dude.
Yeah, he's much more of an action dude. He's a leader. He's got all the lasers flying. He's mainly the power guy within that. And those are my 4 characters within the Mortal Kombat style game of animation.
Okay, that's really interesting. You came back really well from
That's
that.
cool. Sounds fun.
Just really quickly, I'm writing down so I can assess like whose is better. You had, I put Buzz.
I'm so up
Bugs
for actually
Bunny,
playing
Buzz.
your game.
What was the character from Kung Fu?
Shifu.
Definitely. Okay.
Shifu.
Okay.
And then I had a 4th one.
And then your
Was
fourth one
Stitch, was it? No. I don't remember who I thought. Genie? Genie.
How do you spell that?
Genie. G.
Oh, just a genie.
Yeah.
Genie.
That's it.
I think
Not
he's
as
just,
in
It's
like you're
my
right.
anti-genie.
yeah, he's just called Genie, isn't he? I can't remember
Yeah,
the
he
name.
is.
Was it? I was like,
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he was
know.
just called Genie.
Yeah, I thought
Right, okay, so what would be the name of your
Alright.
game?
I've only got one really shit pun, but I was listening to Matt, so I couldn't come up with more puns.
That's
Oh,
right.
no.
My one
yeah.
shit pun. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a Bug's Life because it's Bugs Bunny and it's like a Bug's Life, but I don't know why that's relevant. Maybe Bugs killed him, and I'm like, it'll have to have like a subtitle that makes sense, I guess. It's like a Bug's Life,
Bugs.
avenging Daffy. Kids will love that. A Bug's Life avenging Daffy in your local arcade soon.
Okay, and yours?
Cartoon Combat. Both spelt with a K.
Of course.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Cartoon Combat. Oh.
I can even see
Oh,
the font written
God.
out now.
I know.
It's red and yellow. Sorry.
Oh god, this is really hard. I thought you wouldn't be able to come back from that, but you've done really well with your different types of characters.
Oh dear.
So who was his for again?
You had Anger from Inside Out, Baymax, Randall from Monsters Inc. and Buzz Lightyear from Ancient
Aye.
Okay.
From where? Ancient.
ago, like ages
From
ago.
Buzz-
Star
direct to
from
video.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I really want to rewatch that again. It's so good.
Oh dear.
There's a load of different Star Commanders as well, and they all have the same suit.
Okay. Okay.
I used
Good
to
for
love
you.
that. I'm genuinely up for playing your game. That'd be so cool.
It would be really good. See, it is hard because of completely different types of games
Yeah.
that I'd played both. Like, I feel like there's definitely more of a story here.
But just the Mortal Kombat thing can be fun.
Yeah,
It could be like Mario Kart for Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
I mean, there could be a
Not to
story we could fit in
campaign
within
it
that
for
as
you.
well. Like, imagine
campaign.
Baymax versus Buzz Lightyear.
Well, that's what it would be if it was cartoon.
Well, yeah. Well, Cartoon Combat, sorry.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
What I was
It'd
thinking
be
as
cool
well.
if, like, for Baymax, they had like Hero just kind of stood behind him, and the whole time he's just
Yeah.
protected
He's
Hero.
like controlling him as well.
What I thought would be cool, with Baymax, halfway through he gives him the suit.
Yeah.
So he could have a
Oh, yeah.
costume change.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
You're welcome.
Well, I suppose is what would happen.
Gonna get
Yeah.
those
You've
game
got like
design.
2 lives to go down as well, especially in like the Injustice.
You're really struggling with this decision,
See,
aren't you?
yeah, the only thing I would say about Cartoon Combat was like the Bugs Life Avenging Daffy
What did they?
would be it. You could get away with it just being like those 4 characters.
But you would
to
need
tell a
more
story.
than 4. I was thinking that.
Whereas, yeah, Cartoon Combat, if you just have 4 characters, it'd be a bit boring.
Oh.
So I think with that,
Yeah, but when you like play through the game, you can unlock different variations of those characters.
still 4 characters though.
Yeah, that wasn't the best. You could have just said we'll have more.
Oh, but we're not allowed more
Yeah, you're
characters.
not allowed.
No.
You've got to have those ones. I'd probably say just going off.
You were using that.
Yeah, I'd probably say Bugs Life would win, but I do like Cartoon Combat as a name because I can
I do think
picture
that's
it.
a better name. Yeah.
But then that means you have 1 point each for that.
Fair play. Well, if you guys listening want to choose which game would be the best, and also put us in contact with someone to make these games come true, you
I
can
would
click
love
the
that.
information card and choose which game you thought was best. But I thought they were both very good.
Yeah, you did really well on the spot. I didn't expect them to be that good.
It
I
was a
want to
good
play
scenario.
both of them.
It was a great scene. It was better than Snow White.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good scenario.
Stupid bitch.
Don't-
Jeez. Not you. I meant Snow White.
I figured as much.
Oh, I did. I was like,
Definitely
"Jeez."
wouldn't dare.
Okay, let's do the quiz theme.
Right.
Quiz theme. There
we
we go.
need
That
to-
was it.
Oh.
Which was the one where we did that?
That was
We-
the issues.
Was that issues?
Oh, we'll have to come up with a
Okay,
different
well,
one.
we don't need to do that then.
It was terrible. I was going through the footage last week, and both of you just going,
We really weren't on board
We
with
just
it.
No.
didn't
We were
wanna
just
do
try-
it.
we didn't have the energy to kind of humour you like we usually do. Right.
Right, sorry, go on.
No, go on. You
No,
do it. I was just going to say my buzzer for the quiz is going to be this. Let's see if this works.
There's a snake in my boots.
Boom. And Matt's
Okay.
going to do what?
something quick because you just forget. all-
Lulu!
That'll do.
Okay,
like
but
a
you
Stitch.
will mess that up some point.
I'll just go boo.
As long as it's in Stitch voice, he's fine.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the
Although.
recordings. I'm gonna do the recordings first,
Okay.
just because
Why close that?
some of them are a bit quieter. So if they don't work out, then at least I've got some banging questions.
Banging.
Bagging.
Right, I'm not gonna cut it out as I lean forward. Cause...
All right. Oh, I might not.
All right,
All right.
are you ready?
Nope.
Why? Doesn't anyone love me? Isn't there anyone who cares about
Although. Why did I?
You couldn't leave.
You've messed it up on the first
Alright, it's
one.
fine. You can say it.
Sorry. That is Sid from Ice Age.
It is.
Nice.
Okay.
know.
Right, come on. Get it together, man. Right.
Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey.
But
Oh, I know what the fuck it is.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't click that back.
it's alright. It's Madagascar.
Yeah.
Everyone in Madagascar.
Yeah.
Are we saying who it actually is?
No,
or
you
just
can
the
just
film?
say the film.
All right.
You should both know this.
Stutz. Shrek.
Mhm.
And technically Shrek too. I think. No, Shrek 4.
Alright,
Oh.
you get it.
Yeah, let's move on.
You're not my mother. My mother doesn't have.
Stutz. Caroline. I mean. Fuck's Caroline. Oh,
Right, this
dear.
one's quiet, so you're gonna have to
Alright.
listen.
That's okay. I do. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. Like, you know how Kristoff brought you back here to Hans and left you forever.
What's Stutz? Casper?
I knew it. That's
No.
what I was going to say. That's really weird.
No, do you want to listen again?
You can do
It's
if you
really
want.
hard to
For
listen to
you.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally the only one that I could find.
You can do if you want.
It's just for you.
Alright, just play a bit of it. I'll tell you if I give up.
That's okay. I do. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. Like, you know how Kristoff brought you back here to Hans.
No, I can't really hear
It says the names of the characters in it. Frozen. It was Olaf at the end.
it. Yeah,
Sven and
it was
Swanna.
Josh Gad, wasn't it? Yeah, I knew you recognise the voice. Alright, cool.
What does he say at the end? It says like bring you back to haunt.
Yeah, I
No,
heard
he said
Yeah,
like
that's-
Kristoff bringing you back to Hans. The character in it.
Oh, Hans.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I
Oh,
heard
the
that
one
one.
that's like,
That's why I was on Casper
Yeah.
as well. I was trying to like think of ghosts.
yeah, that's the first guess I thought. Okay. Stutz.
I feel like you should
To
make
be
a noise
fair.
because there is a delay on
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah,
there's a bit of
no,
a
you
delay.
pressed it before I said it.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just being.
Big Hero 6.
Maybe you should just make a noise. if
Right,
there's
I'll
a
try it
delay.
this time. This might be quicker because it's not clicking. Alright.
If you can't say something nice,
Four.
I don't know. Inside Out?
No, don't say nothing nice. Don't say nothing at all. It's a classic quote from a classic film.
Cinderella.
No,
I don't know.
Bambi. It's
Ah.
it is the cutest moment in the film.
Hmm.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
I like that.
that's good. We'll never be good, and that's not bad.
There's a snake in my boot.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
I was clicking, so I kept clicking and pausing.
I saw it. I was like, you know what? Take it.
For so long. Ow! Jeez, what was that for? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Yeah, but it still hurts. Oh yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it.
There's a snake in my
Jungle Book.
No.
Christmas Carol.
No.
What?
It's Lion King.
Oh, of course, it's the monkey
Well, it
dude.
smacks
Ah,
him.
you son of a bitch.
Learn from it.
I
Guy.
watched that like a month or two ago.
And then the final one on the recordings.
When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do? I don't wanna know what you gotta do. Just keep swimming. Just
Stutz. Finding Nemo. I had to think for a second then.
Technically Finding Dory as well, but you know.
You can have it.
Thanks.
Just
Right,
pretty
so at the
resounding.
moment it's 5-1 to Matt. Okay,
proper
taglines. You can buzz in at any point for these. You don't have to wait.
Hey!
Cool.
We
Okay.
don't have any restraints anymore.
Life's greatest adventure is finding your place in the circle of life.
There's a snake in my
Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, this is where I lose.
Now this is quicker for playing the thing. I'm excited now. I
Okay.
would have lost anyway before.
These two are very similar, and you just get doesn't matter. The most beautiful love story ever told.
Stutz. Princess and the Frog?
No.
Cinderella.
No. Beauty and the Beast.
Uh,
I thought you would have seen it because it's more of a recent film that's still
didn't
there.
see the tagline for it. no.
Fuck you now. Right.
That grossed over $1 billion.
Did
it's
it.
not even a good film, probably.
Every love story begins with a kiss.
Snow White.
No. That ends with a kiss.
Yeah, that's what I could thought of.
Princess
Would you?
and the Frog?
Yeah.
Didn't
Hey!
even know that was a film.
What?
It's like the first black prison incest.
Oh, I see. It took me a second to work that back.
Oh, I messed
If
that
you
up.
don't know it,
Unless you don't count Pocahontas. Go on.
then I will. She's not black. Then
What, you want to make up some options?
I've got options.
Oh, I see.
So
All right, cool.
if you really can't, then you
Okay.
know. Be careful what you wish for.
Stutz. Aladdin.
No.
Oh.
That would have
Was-
been good.
Yeah.
I feel like I know this. I'll take the
Do you want
options.
the
then.
options?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Snow White, Brother Bear, Coraline, Robots.
Robots.
No.
No, it's Caroline, isn't it?
Isn't
Caroline.
it? Yeah, I knew it was. I was trying to remember the story to robots because I'm sure there's something about. Anyway.
The happiest, dopiest, grumpiest, sneeziest movie of the year.
Stutz. No, you had that.
You really
I
struggled.
know, yeah.
That's Snow White.
Yeah.
Dear.
Two friends that didn't know they were supposed to be enemies.
Hmm.
Oh.
I like that.
Mm,
Oh dear.
it's a very good film. I feel like none of you would
wait.
have watched it though.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say give us a second before I give us options, but you might as well just give us the options.
Okay, so there is Toy Story, Planes, Monsters Inc., Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound.
Aye.
Hey. Oh, as soon as you said it wasn't anything, like, I was going to say
It
Toy
was-
Story,
It wasn't
but
the
yeah.
rest, yeah. Because I feel
I
like
know
I
you've
would-
seen Planes.
I would have known.
Oh, okay, I've not seen Planes either.
Planes ain't even out yet, so have you seen that?
Oh, I didn't say
Really?
Planes.
No, I know, but you said about as soon as I
Oh,
said.
okay.
I'll explain later.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're scared because we care.
Stutz!
Oh, okay,
Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
I like your little hand gesture.
Stutz!
Hang on for the Hang on for the comedy that goes to infinity and beyond.
You kind of gave me that one though. I did miss the button. All right, Toy Story. I was debating whether fighting it, but I'll take it.
Oh, bloody hell, there's another page.
It's only got a couple on.
Oh, God.
The prince isn't charming, the princess isn't sleeping, the sidekick isn't helping.
Is that Shrek 3?
It's
2. Is it? Which
Shrek.
Shrek is it?
Just
Is it
Shrek.
just Shrek?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you got Shrek anyway.
Yeah,
so
you get it. You get it.
you didn't even need the just last bit. The ogre is the hero.
Thought it was one of the sequels.
It's got that new movie smell.
Oh, I know what's got to be. Cars.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. I like
Logic.
that.
Think your family's weird?
Stutz!
Go on.
Incredibles.
No.
That's what I was going to guess.
Oh.
What's the one with Frankenstein? Hotel Transylvania. I don't know.
No.
Oh, that don't
They were
go
the
wrong.
two options that I put next to it. It's Meet the Robinsons.
No, I've not seen that.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
It's a piece of shit. In fact, can I go back in time and slag off that film?
The story of a nobody who saved everybody. Do you want the options?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine, go on.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is, but go on.
Ice Age 2, Monsters Inc., Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Or Lego Movie.
Stitch.
Yeah.
Lego Movie.
Okay.
Chris Pratt.
Meet the little voices in your head.
Stitch. Inside Out.
Yeah.
Stitch. Yeah. You alright?
I
Yeah.
felt like I was giving the wrong points to the wrong people, but I wasn't. And the final one, they came, they thawed, they conquered.
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that pun.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
behind that.
So for the quiz, feels wrong.
Matt won by 3, I say.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Maybe less than 3. Actually, definitely less than 3.
Yeah, alright.
Are you okay with
Yeah, because the way that it's come out on here is that Dill's got 7 and you've got 4.
Did you do
I
because you had
definitely
another
won
tally?
four.
No,
I
did,
know, I
did
had
you add
another
on
tally.
Did you add that on? Or have you lost it?
I've lost.
Yeah.
Well, he was 5-1 then.
Yeah.
So-
So I don't
so
get how
it's-
you've done
so-
that.
So wait, what was that?
Because
5?
I had to keep flipping all these.
Just add
and-
5-1 to what we've got now.
Add 5-1
Yeah.
to Matt.
Well, no, Matt's got 5. I've got 1 from the last round.
And then add it on to this one.
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
add that to this round. So Matt wins 9-8.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that's very close.
We both had things we're better at though.
It was a very good round,
That
though.
was a good round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best we've ever performed.
Yeah, we both.
So if
Downhill
anything,
from there.
we
both
all
okay.
win.
Yeah. Well, we've improved steadily because we were so bad at the start.
Yeah. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to pick it up for one of the weeks, but it just didn't seem to go well.
This was the week.
No.
No, is it not?
Previous. Okay, well, that's the end of this episode.
Woo!
So what's the genre next week?
So
remember?
it's going to be like biopics, so films about someone who lived in real life. This is my pick,
yeah.
and the film I'm going to recommend for you guys to watch next week is a film called Fruitvale Station.
What's that about?
It's a film with Michael B. Jordan, the guy who plays like Creed, and he was in
Ah,
the
yeah.
New Fantastic
My
Four.
best mate, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, your best mate Mike.
Yeah.
And it's kind of about, I think it was about a black guy was shot for like an unarmed guy just getting off a train in America, and it's basically like his day in the life, but it's quite
Okay.
good because it doesn't really it doesn't try to put him too much as a good guy or anything. It's quite an honest thing, and just the actual scene when it happens is really well shot, and the directors kind of go in big places. I think so. I think it's a really good
Oh, yeah.
film for you guys
Do
to
you know
watch.
who
Okay.
directed it?
It's well, he's the guy who directed Creed as well. I can't remember.
So,
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler, yeah. He's the guy doing Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. It should be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the film I'm recommending for next week. I think you guys will like it.
I
That
hope
might
so.
be heartbreaking, and sorry about that.
No. It's another film I'm going to cry at, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
Damn it.
Well,
Most
what
likely.
film did he cry at? Apart from Train to
Um,
Busan, which you have a weird thing.
I still don't
cry
understand
at
how you can
I
cry.
cry at Big Hero 6. You don't understand how I can cry to Train to Busan, are you kidding? It's upsetting. I cry at like 3 different parts.
See, I think the whole film just serves to desensitize me to people dying. I think in my head, the minute there's like an apocalypse of any type, I'm just like, okay, so 90% of people are going to die. So don't make any emotional attachments.
See, that is actually
So
a
maybe I
theory
just don't bother.
I have. Like, I don't know if I've said it before on a different podcast or whether I've said it just in person. But I have one conspiracy theory that I'd like to think I've made up, but it's probably been said by other people.
You can have it if you
But-
like.
Like TV and films are like ways for like
Oh, yeah.
yeah for
Yeah.
people to warn the masses about how to deal with certain situations. Like most people just through like media and stuff know how to kill a zombie or how to like kill a vampire and stuff.
Oh, I think what is definitely true is people would be much less kind of. So, like, if there wasn't zombie films, the first time it happened, you'd shit yourself and you'd get killed because you didn't know what was going on and you wouldn't react. Whereas I think now, like, if somebody walked to you, like, walking a bit funny, people are more likely to, like, find a shovel and smash them in the brain.
Yeah.
And it
Just
turns out
exactly
they just
like
hungover.
they know exactly where to go with it as well. So that's my little conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Just
Thanks.
it's all right, just to deal with stuff, you know. Because I mean, where can people find us, Soph?
They can find us.
On Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter, Reddit.
not Snapchat.
It's also not Snapchat. Maybe not.
On Patreon.
And Patreon, if you want to help out the show, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Also check us out on www.wehaveatripod.com, our new website where we put all our stuff. I mean, not yet. It's still being updated, but check it out. man. Well, I'm Matt Lister.
I'm a Delanois.
I'm Sophie Ellis.
And that was Tripod Talk. Bye. See ya.
ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. See ya.